Turn on notifications so you never miss a night of calm. Also, check out some of our favorite sleep partner products and services in the description below, specially chosen to help you rest deeply and wake up refreshed. Thanks for your support. Let's get started. Find a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. As you exhale, let go of the day. Let your thoughts float like clouds drifting across the sky. Tonight, we're going on a gentle journey, not just anywhere, but into the stars. You're about aboard a peaceful rocket ship where time slows down and dreams take flight. Imagine standing at the base of your rocket ship, tall, silver, and smooth, glowing softly beneath a star-speckled sky. The engines hum quietly, as if whispering, "We're ready." You step inside. The cabin is warm, filled with soft lights and smooth textures. The seats feel like clouds. You take your place and feel a gentle vibration as the countdown begins. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. The ship rises slowly at first, like a feather floating upward. Then it climbs higher, above the trees, past the clouds. And soon, the sky turns deep navy blue, then velvety black. You're in space, and everything is silent, peaceful, still. Earth from space, 2 minutes. You look back and see Earth, a glowing blue orb, wrapped in white swirls of clouds. It spins gently like a lullaby. From here, everything feels calm, quiet, and perfectly still. Tonight, we turn our attention upward, not in a deep space, but into the invisible ocean of air that surrounds and protects us every moment of our lives. The Earth's atmosphere. It's more than just the sky. It's a complex, layered system full of life-sustaining gases, natural wonders, and mysteries still being explored. So get cozy, relax your mind, and float gently through these 10 fascinating facts about Earth's atmosphere, designed to help you learn and unwind as you drift into sleep. Fact 1. The atmosphere has 5 main layers. Earth's atmosphere is divided into 5 distinct layers, each with its own purpose and personality. The troposphere is where we live and where weather happens. The stratosphere holds the ozone layer and high-flying jets. The mesosphere burns up meteors. The thermosphere hosts the auroras. And the exosphere slowly fades into space. Like a protective blanket, these layers work together to keep Earth stable, livable, and beautiful. Fact 2. It's mostly nitrogen, not oxygen. Many people think the air is made mostly of oxygen, but actually, 78% of Earth's atmosphere is nitrogen. Only about 21% is oxygen. The rest includes tiny amounts of argon, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and trace gases. This special balance is what allows us to breathe, clouds to form, and weather to exist. Fact 3. Weather happens only in the troposphere. The troposphere is the lowest and thinnest layer of the atmosphere, but it's where all weather takes place. From thunderstorms and hurricanes to gentle breezes and snowfalls, it all happens here. usually within just 10 to 12 miles above Earth's surface. Above that, the skies are calm, clear, and incredibly cold. Fact 4. The atmosphere protects us from the sun. Without the atmosphere, the sun's radiation would be deadly. The ozone layer, found in the stratosphere, absorbs harmful ultraviolet (UV) rays, allowing only the safe part of sunlight to reach Earth. Thanks to this invisible shield, life can thrive safely beneath the sun's golden glow. Dashing away fact 5. Air pressure decreases with altitude. As you rise higher in the atmosphere, whether hiking a mountain or flying in a plane, air pressure drops. That's because there are fewer air molecules the higher you go. At the top of Mount Everest, there's only about 1/3 the air pressure found at sea level. That's why mountaineers carry oxygen, and why astronauts need pressurized suits in space. Fact 6. Meteors burn up in the mesosphere. When meteors race toward Earth, they burn up in the mesosphere, creating the beautiful streaks we call shooting stars. This layer acts like a natural firewall, protecting Earth from millions of space rocks that would otherwise impact the surface. It's quiet, cold, and still, but it works like a cosmic defense system. Fact 7. The thermosphere is where auroras dance. High above Earth, in the thermosphere, particles from the sun collide with gases in our atmosphere. The result? Auroras, brilliant, colorful lights that ripple through the polar skies. Greens, purples, and reds shimmer in silence, like nature's own light show. Fact 8. The atmosphere fades into space. There's no sharp edge where the atmosphere ends. Instead, it slowly becomes thinner until it merges with the vacuum of space in a region called the exosphere. Satellites orbit here, suspended between Earth and the stars. And even here, a few stray particles of air whisper their final goodbyes before drifting into space. Fact 9. The atmosphere traps heat, and that's a good thing. Mostly, Earth's atmosphere acts like a greenhouse, trapping just enough heat from the sun to keep the planet warm. Without this natural greenhouse effect, Earth would be frozen and lifeless. But when too much heat is trapped from excess carbon dioxide and pollution, we face global warming, rising sea levels, and climate changes that affect every living thing. Fact 10. The atmosphere is always changing. The air around us is in constant motion. It flows in jet streams, swirls in hurricanes, and carries moisture, dust, and energy around the planet. Every day, the atmosphere shifts and adapts, an ever-changing, invisible world right above our heads. It connects us all, wherever we live, in a shared sky that's alive with motion. The atmosphere isn't just air, it's life, motion, and mystery. It protects us, feeds us, and inspires us. Moon, 3 to 4 minutes. Your rocket glides toward the moon, silver and serene. It has inspired myths, poems, music, and dreams for thousands of years. But beyond its beauty lies a world of incredible science, mystery, and history. As you approach, You see its soft craters and dusty plains, glowing under starlight. Here are a few interesting facts about the moon. Fact 1. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite, orbiting around us at an average distance of about 239,000 miles. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite. That means it wasn't captured from somewhere else. It formed and evolved with us. It takes the moon about 27.3 days to complete one full orbit around the Earth, always pulling at the tides, and always keeping the same face toward us. Fact 2. We only ever see one side of the moon. The moon is tidally locked to Earth, which means it rotates at the same rate that it orbits. Because of this, we only ever see one side, the near side, while the far side remains hidden from view here on Earth. It wasn't until 1959 that we first saw the far side, thanks to the Soviet Luna 3 spacecraft. Fact 3. The moon has no atmosphere. Unlike Earth, the moon has no real atmosphere, only an extremely thin layer of gases. This means there's no wind, no rain, and no sound. Because of this stillness, footprints left by astronauts can remain unchanged for millions of years. Fact 4. The moon causes Earth's tides. The moon's gravitational pull affects Earth's oceans, creating the rise and fall of the tides. As it orbits us, the moon gently tugs at the water, causing it to bulge and shift. This movement is essential to life on Earth, influencing weather patterns, animal behaviors, and coastal ecosystems. Fact 5. The moon was formed by a giant collision. Scientists believe the moon was born about 4.5 billion years ago, when a Mars-sized object named Theia collided with Earth. The impact sent debris into orbit, which eventually came together to form the moon. This theory explains why Earth and the moon share similar chemical compositions. Fact 6. The moon has moonquakes. Just like Earth has earthquakes, the moon has moonquakes. Some are caused by tidal stress from Earth's gravity, and others by meteor impacts or thermal expansion. These quakes can last for up to 10 minutes, vibrating through the moon's crust, a reminder that it's not entirely still. Fact 7. The moon has mountains and valleys. While it looks smooth from Earth, the moon is full of craters, mountains, and lava plains. Its tallest mountain, Mons Huygens, is over 18,000 feet tall, about half the height of Mount Everest. These features were formed by billions of years of meteor impacts and volcanic activity. Fact 8. Humans have walked on the moon. In 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon during NASA's Apollo 11 mission. Only 12 astronauts have ever walked its surface, all between 1969 and 1972. They collected rock samples, planted flags, and left behind instruments, and even a few sentimental items like a plaque that reads, "We came in peace for all mankind." Fact 9. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth. Each year, the moon drifts about 1.5 inches farther from Earth. This slow separation affects our planet over time, lengthening days, altering tides, and changing how eclipses appear. Eventually, the moon may seem smaller in the sky, but that will take millions of years. Fact 10. There may be water on the moon. In recent years, scientists have discovered signs of water ice in shaded craters near the moon's poles. This discovery could be vital for future lunar missions, offering a potential source of drinking water, oxygen, and even fuel. It's a reminder that the moon still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. The moon is more than just a light in the night sky. It's a record of Earth's past, a beacon of human achievement, and a guide to future exploration. You float by, close enough to feel its quiet pull. The moon whispers secrets to you, not in words, but in warmth and calm. You smile and continue on. Next, the ship approaches Mars, the red planet. It glows like a distant ember in a fireplace. As you float past, you see mountains taller than any on Earth, and valleys that stretch beyond the horizon. It feels ancient, but welcoming, like an old friend. Known as the red planet, Mars sits quietly in the night sky, whispering stories of ancient landscapes, dust storms, and the potential for life beyond Earth. As you settle in, take a slow, deep breath and join us on a journey through 10 fascinating facts about Mars. Olympus Mons shows just how geologically active Mars once was. Fact 6. Mars has a canyon that dwarfs the Grand Canyon. Mars is also home to Valles Marineris, the largest canyon system in the solar system. It stretches for more than 2,500 miles, nearly a quarter of Mars' circumference, and plunges as deep as 7 miles. Formed by tectonic forces, this canyon reveals much about the red planet's violent and changing past. Fact 7. A day on Mars is very similar to a day on Earth. Mars rotates on its axis in just over 24 hours and 37 minutes, remarkably close to an Earth day. This makes Mars a particularly interesting target for future human missions, as our circadian rhythms would adjust more easily to Martian time. Fact 8. Robots have been exploring Mars for decades. Since the 1970s, we've been sending spacecraft and rovers to study Mars. From Viking to Pathfinder, Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, and now Perseverance. Each mission has helped piece together the puzzle of Mars' past. These rovers have found ancient riverbeds, signs of water, and even organic molecules, offering tantalizing hints about the potential for life. Fact 9. Mars once had flowing water. Today, Mars is dry and barren, but long ago it likely had lakes, rivers, and possibly even oceans. Dried up riverbeds, sediment layers, and mineral deposits all suggest a time when liquid water flowed freely across its surface. The question now is, where did all the water go? And could life have once existed there? Fact 10. Mars may be humanity's next frontier. With growing interest from space agencies and private companies like NASA, ESA, and SpaceX, Mars may one day become the first planet humans set foot on beyond Earth. Plans are already underway to send astronauts in the coming decades, possibly by the 2030s. Colonizing Mars may seem like science fiction, but every new mission brings us one step closer to making it real. Mars is more than just a cold, red planet. It's a world of frozen secrets, ancient mysteries, and boundless potential. As you rest tonight, imagine standing on its silent surface, watching a dusty sunset, and knowing that Earth is just one world in a vast, waiting universe. Now you approach the giant, Jupiter. Its swirling clouds dance in slow motion, colored with creams, caramels, and golds. You see its great red spot, a storm that's been spinning for centuries, now quiet and slow in the peaceful night. As you relax and listen, allow your mind to drift beyond the clouds of Earth and into the depths of space, where the mighty swirling giant known as Jupiter encapsulates you with her beauty and size. Fact 1. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter is a true giant, with a diameter of nearly 88,800 miles, or 143,000 kilometers. It's more than 11 times the size of Earth. In fact, all the other planets in the solar system could fit inside Jupiter, and there would still be room to spare. Its massive size gives it immense gravitational power, shaping the very layout of our solar system. Fact 2. It's mostly made of gas. Jupiter doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. It's made almost entirely of hydrogen and helium, the same elements found in stars. Beneath its colorful clouds lies a deep, dense atmosphere, and possibly a small rocky core buried under extreme pressure and heat. Fact 3. Jupiter has the most powerful storm in the solar system. The most famous feature on Jupiter is the Great Red Spot, a massive, swirling storm larger than Earth. It's been raging for at least 350 years, and possibly much longer. Winds inside this ancient storm reach speeds of over 400 miles per hour, creating a churning vortex that never seems to rest. Fact 4. Jupiter has the fastest rotation. Despite its enormous size, Jupiter spins incredibly fast. It completes one full rotation in just under 10 hours, the fastest of any planet. This rapid spin causes its shape to bulge at the equator, giving it a slightly squashed appearance and driving intense weather systems in its atmosphere. Fact 5. Jupiter has a powerful magnetic field. Jupiter's magnetic field is the strongest of all the planets, 14 times stronger than Earth's. It stretches millions of miles into space and creates intense radiation belts. If we could see its magnetic field with our eyes, it would appear larger than the full moon in the night sky. Fact 6. Jupiter has 95 known moons, and counting. Jupiter is like a miniature solar system. It has 95 known moons, with new ones being discovered regularly. 4 of them, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, are known as the Galilean moons, first observed by Galileo in 1610. Each of these moons is a world of its own, with volcanoes, ice, and possibly even oceans beneath the surface. Fact 7. Europa, may harbor an ocean beneath its ice. Among Jupiter's moons, Europa is especially intriguing. Scientists believe that beneath its icy crust lies a global ocean, possibly twice the volume of all Earth's oceans combined. If true, Europa could be one of the best places in our solar system to search for life beyond Earth. Fact 8. Jupiter acts like a cosmic shield. Because of its massive size and strong gravity, Jupiter acts as a sort of protector for the inner planets. It pulls in or deflects many comets and asteroids that might otherwise collide with Earth or other planets. Some scientists believe that without Jupiter, life on Earth might never have had a chance to evolve safely. Fact 9. Several spacecraft have visited Jupiter. Jupiter has been explored by multiple spacecraft, including Pioneer, Voyager, Galileo, Cassini, and Juno. NASA's Juno mission, which arrived in 2016, is still orbiting Jupiter today, sending back stunning images and vital data about the planet's atmosphere, core, and magnetosphere. Each mission reveals new secrets and deepens the mystery of this enormous world. Fact 10. Jupiter radiates more heat than it receives from the sun. Jupiter doesn't just reflect sunlight, it actually glows faintly with its own heat. The planet gives off about twice as much energy as it absorbs from the sun, thanks to the slow compression of its massive core. It's like a failed star, never quite massive enough to ignite, but still burning with internal energy. Jupiter is more than a planet. It's a force of nature, a swirling, giant guardian of our solar system, rich with moons, mystery, and motion. As you rest tonight, imagine floating above its clouds, gazing at the endless storms, watching its moons orbit in silent harmony. Then comes Saturn with its delicate rings. They shimmer like spun silk. You drift alongside them, each ring glowing softly in the dark. It's a gentle dance around a sleeping giant. You feel safe, small, and yet part of something vast and beautiful. Let's explore 10 fascinating facts about Saturn, a ringed wonder among the stars. Fact 1. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system. Saturn is a true gas giant. With a diameter of over 72,000 miles, it's 9 times wider than Earth and large enough to fit more than 750 Earths inside. Despite its massive size, Saturn is made mostly of hydrogen and helium, just like Jupiter and the stars above. Fact 2. Saturn is the least dense planet. Here's an astonishing fact. Saturn could float in water if you could find a tub big enough. It's the least dense planet in the solar system, with an average density lower than water. Its lightness, combined with its size, gives Saturn a graceful presence as it drifts in the outer solar system. Fact 3. Saturn's rings are made of ice and rock. Saturn's famous rings are its crown jewel, stretching over 170,000 miles from the planet, but only about 30 feet thick. They're made of billions of particles of ice, dust, and rock, some as small as grains of sand, others as large as mountains. These icy fragments reflect sunlight, making the rings glow like a halo of light. Fact 4. Saturn has powerful storms and winds. Though serene from a distance, Saturn is home to wild storms and fierce winds. Its equatorial jet stream moves at speeds of up to 1,100 miles per hour. Some storms can last for months or even years, creating swirling patterns that span thousands of miles. Fact 5. A day on Saturn is just over 10 hours long. Saturn spins incredibly fast for such a large planet. One full rotation takes only 10 hours and 33 minutes, making its days much shorter than ours. This rapid spin gives Saturn its flattened shape, with noticeable bulging at the equator. Fact 6. Saturn has over 140 known moons. Saturn is surrounded by a vast family of moons, at least 145 at the latest count, more than any other planet in the solar system. Some of its moons are tiny and irregular, while others are major worlds in their own right. The most famous of them all is Titan, Saturn's largest moon, and a world unlike any other. Fact 7. Titan has lakes and rain, but not water. Titan is the second largest moon in the solar system, and it's truly fascinating. It has a thick atmosphere, weather systems, lakes, rivers, and rain, but instead of water, they're made of liquid methane and ethane. Scientists believe Titan may have an underground ocean as well, making it a key target in the search for extraterrestrial life. Fact 8. Saturn was explored by the Cassini spacecraft. From 2004 to 2017, NASA's Cassini mission orbited Saturn, providing the most detailed views we've ever seen. Cassini flew between the planet and its rings, dropped a lander on Titan, and even captured audio of Saturn's magnetic field. At the end of its journey, it performed a daring dive into the planet, becoming part of the world that it studied so closely. Fact 9. Saturn has hexagon-shaped storm at its north pole. One of Saturn's strangest features is the giant hexagon-shaped storm swirling at its north pole. This six-sided weather pattern is wider than Earth and has been spinning for decades, possibly centuries. Scientists still don't fully understand why it forms that shape, but its symmetry is both eerie and beautiful. Fact 10. Saturn has a magnetic field and an internal source of heat. Though not as strong as Jupiter's, Saturn has a powerful magnetic field that creates glowing auroras near its poles. It also gives off more heat than it receives from the sun, possibly due to helium raining down through its atmosphere, creating friction and energy as it falls. This hidden heat source powers some of the planet's strange and dynamic features. Saturn is more than just a beautiful planet. It's a place of movement, mystery, and contrast. A world where icy rings circle swirling storms, where strange moons may hold oceans, and where science and wonder come together in perfect balance. Your journey continues past Uranus and Neptune. Cool, calm, glowing in deep blues and icy greens. Fact 1. Uranus was the first planet discovered with a telescope. Unlike the 5 classical planets visible to the naked eye, Uranus was the first planet ever discovered using a telescope. In 1781, astronomer William Herschel spotted it while scanning the sky from his backyard in England. At first, he thought it was a comet, but soon, the world realized they had just added a whole new planet to the solar system. Fact 2. Uranus spins on its side. One of the strangest features of Uranus is that it rotates almost completely sideways. Its axis is tilted by about 98 degrees, meaning it rolls through space like a barrel instead of spinning like a top. This tilt may be the result of a massive collision with another celestial body long ago. Fact 3. A season on Uranus lasts 21 years. Because of its sideways tilt and long orbit, Uranus has extreme seasons. Each pole gets 21 years of continuous sunlight, followed by 21 years of darkness. A full Uranian year, one complete orbit around the Sun, takes 84 Earth years to complete. Fact 4. Uranus is an ice giant. While Jupiter and Saturn are gas giants, Uranus is considered an ice giant. This is because it contains a much higher proportion of icy materials like water, ammonia, and methane. Beneath its atmosphere lies a cold, dense fluid of icy elements, making it colder and heavier than its bigger neighbors. Fact 5. Uranus has the coldest atmosphere in the solar system. Despite not being the farthest planet from the Sun, Uranus holds the record for the coldest planetary atmosphere. Temperatures can drop as low as minus 371 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 224 degrees Celsius. Scientists still don't fully understand why Uranus is colder than Neptune, even though it receives more sunlight. Fact 6. Its blue-green color comes from methane. The planet's serene blue-green hue is caused by methane gas in its upper atmosphere. Methane absorbs red light and reflects blue and green light, giving Uranus its dreamy, icy glow. Fact 7. Uranus has rings, 13 of them. Yes, just like Saturn, Uranus has rings, though they're much fainter and harder to see. There are 13 known rings, made of dark, narrow bands of dust and small rocks. They were discovered in 1977 when Uranus passed in front of a star, and the star's light dimmed in a surprising pattern. Fact 8. Uranus has at least 27 moons. Uranus has a fascinating collection of moons, 27 confirmed so far, each named after characters from the works of William Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. Among them are Titania, Oberon, Ariel, and Miranda, worlds of ice and rock that orbit the tilted planet like enchanted satellites. Fact 9. Only one spacecraft has visited Uranus. Despite its size and mystery, Uranus has only been visited by one spacecraft, NASA's Voyager 2, which flew by in 1986. It gave us our first close-up look at the planet, its rings, and its moons. Since then, Uranus has been waiting silently for a return visit. Fact 10. Uranus, may have a diamond core. Scientists believe that deep inside Uranus, there's wonder to be found. Now let's talk about the planet Neptune, the eighth and farthest known planet from the Sun. Fact 1. Neptune was discovered through math, not a telescope. Unlike other planets discovered by direct observation, Neptune was first predicted by mathematical calculations. In the 1840s, astronomers noticed that Uranus' orbit was slightly off, as if another planet was tugging at it. Using math, French mathematician Urbain Le Verrier and British astronomer John Couch Adams independently calculated where this unseen planet must be, and when Johann Galle pointed his telescope to that spot in 1846, there it was, Neptune. Fact 2. Neptune is a deep blue ice giant. Neptune's stunning blue color is more vivid than that of Uranus, even though both planets contain methane gas. Scientists believe Neptune's richer hue may be due to an unknown atmospheric compound or deeper cloud layers. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen, helium, and methane, giving it that cool, oceanic appearance that inspired its name. Fact 3. Neptune has the fastest winds in the solar system. While it may seem calm from a distance, Neptune is home to some of the most violent weather in the entire solar system. Winds on Neptune can reach speeds of over 1,200 miles per hour, faster than the speed of sound on Earth. These supersonic winds swirl through massive storms, some of which are even larger than our entire planet. Fact 10. Neptune may have an ocean beneath its clouds. Beneath Neptune's thick atmosphere lies a mysterious interior. Some scientists believe may contain a super-pressurized ocean of water, ammonia, and methane. Some even theorize that under extreme pressure, diamonds may form and rain down into the core, a glittering phenomenon in a world we've barely begun to understand. Neptune is a planet of extremes, violent winds, icy storms, and elegant blue beauty. Though distant and mysterious, it holds clues about the formation of our solar system and the nature of world beyond. Beyond Uranus and Neptune, the stars seem closer. They twinkle, softly pulsing in a rhythm that matches your breathing. You pass by asteroids, slowly tumbling, harmless and serene. Some look like floating sculptures. Others sparkle with crystals, reflecting distant starlight. Then, from afar, you see the sun, not harsh, not hot, but glowing with a golden warmth, like a gentle fireplace in the distance. You watch it calmly, feeling its energy not as heat, but as light. It doesn't blind or burn. It glows softly, like the heartbeat of the solar system. Fact 1. The sun is a star. You may think of the sun as something entirely different from the twinkling stars in the night sky. But in truth, the sun is a star, just like all the others you see above. It only looks so much bigger and brighter because it's the closest star to Earth. Roughly 93 million miles away, the sun is our nearest celestial neighbor in the vast sea of space. Fact 2. It's incredibly massive. The sun contains more than 99.8% of the total mass of the entire solar system. To put that in perspective, you could fit over 1 million Earths inside the sun. Its immense gravity holds all the planets, asteroids, and comets in orbit, keeping our cosmic family in perfect balance. Fact 3. The sun's core is hotter than you can imagine. At the core of the sun, temperatures soar to around 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. That's more than 15 million degrees Celsius. This is where nuclear fusion happens, where hydrogen atoms collide and fuse into helium, releasing the energy that powers the sun and warms our planet. Fact 4. Sunlight takes time to reach us. Even though light travels at 186,000 miles per second, it still takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for sunlight to travel from the sun to Earth. So the sunlight warming your face actually left the sun over 8 minutes ago, a glowing gift delivered across space. Fact 5. The sun has layers. Just like Earth, the sun has distinct layers. The core in the center, the radiative zone, the convective zone, the photosphere, which we see, the chromosphere, and the outermost corona. The corona is visible during a total solar eclipse, a wispy halo of light dancing at the edge of darkness. Fact 6. The sun spins differently than Earth. Unlike solid planets, the sun is made of plasma and gas, so different parts rotate at different speeds. The equator of the sun completes a rotation roughly every 25 days, while the poles rotate more slowly, taking about 35 days. This strange rotation creates swirling magnetic fields and solar activity. Fact 7. The sun has solar storms. The sun frequently erupts with solar flares and coronal mass ejections, powerful storms that hurl charged particles into space. When these reach Earth, they can interfere with satellites, power grids, and even create the beautiful northern lights, the aurora borealis. Fact 8. The sun has an 11-year cycle. The sun goes through a natural cycle of activity that peaks roughly every 11 years. This cycle affects the number of sunspots and solar flares. It can influence space weather and even climate patterns on Earth. Fact 9. Without the sun, life wouldn't exist. The sun's warmth fuels weather, photosynthesis, and the water cycle, making life on Earth not just possible, but flourishing. Its energy gives rise to every tree, every breeze, and every living thing. We orbit a giver of life, a constant presence in our sky. Fact 10. The sun won't shine forever, but even stars have a lifespan. The sun is about 4.6 billion years old and is believed to be midway through its life. In another 5 billion years, it will expand into a red giant, then shrink into a white dwarf, a quiet ember of what once was. But don't worry, we've still got billions of years left with our brilliant star. The sun is more than just a bright light in the sky. It's a celestial powerhouse, a symbol of time, warmth, and life. As you rest, remember, every sunrise is a miracle, and every sunset is a lullaby from the universe. Now, it's time to return home. Your ship gently turns back toward Earth. The stars slowly drift past your window. The moon greets you again, like a friendly lighthouse guiding you home. Fact 1. Earth is the only known planet with life. So far, in all our exploration of the stars, Earth is the only place we know of where life exists. From the tiniest microbes to the tallest trees and the most advanced civilizations, Earth holds a symphony of life unlike anything we've seen anywhere else in the universe. Our planet has the perfect conditions: water, warmth, atmosphere, and energy to support life in endless forms. Fact 2. Earth is covered mostly by water. About 71% of Earth's surface is covered in water, mostly in the vast, deep oceans. But did you know that over 95% of that water is still unexplored? Beneath the waves lie mountains, trenches, and ecosystems more mysterious than the surface of the moon. Fact 3. Earth has an atmosphere that protects us. Our atmosphere is a blanket of gases that surrounds the Earth, shielding us from harmful radiation and meteoroids. It also provides the oxygen we breathe and creates the weather we experience. Without this invisible layer, Earth would be silent, lifeless, and exposed, much like the moon. Fact 4. Earth is in constant motion. Right now, as you listen, Earth is spinning on its axis at about 1,000 miles per hour. At the same time, it's orbiting the Sun at roughly 67,000 miles per hour. Yet we don't feel this motion. We experience it gently, as night fades into day, and the stars slowly drift across the sky. Fact 5. Earth has a magnetic shield. Deep inside Earth, molten metals swirl and churn, generating a magnetic field. This field stretches far into space and acts as a shield, protecting us from solar winds and cosmic rays. It's also what makes compasses point north, and it helps guide migratory animals across oceans and continents. Fact 6. Earth is over 4.5 billion years old. Our planet was born from cosmic dust and gas around 4.54 billion years ago. Since then, it has seen the rise and fall of continents, the birth of mountains, the drifting of oceans, and the evolution of life through countless ages. We walk on ancient ground, shaped by time beyond imagination. Fact 7. Earth is a living, breathing system. From erupting volcanoes to shifting tectonic plates, Earth is always active. The continents slowly drift, earthquakes shake the surface, and new land is born beneath the seas. It's as if the planet itself is alive, pulsing with energy and transformation. Fact 8. The moon keeps Earth balanced. Earth's moon does more than light up the night sky. It helps stabilize Earth's tilt and orbit, creating predictable seasons and gentle tides. Without the moon's gravitational pull, our planet's wobble might be too wild for life to thrive. Fact 9. Earth's climate is changing. Over time, Earth's climate has shifted naturally, but today, it's changing faster than ever due to human activity and other factors that are beyond human control. Understanding and protecting our planet has become more important than ever before. The earth provides everything we need, and it's up to us to care for it as much as we can in return. Fact 10. Everything is connected, from the clouds in the sky to the soil beneath your feet. Earth is a web of connection. The air we breathe is shared by trees. The water we drink has cycled through clouds, rivers, and oceans for eons. And the life we live is deeply linked to every rock, every drop, and every living thing on this blue planet we call home. Earth is more than just a place. It's a wonder, a protector, and a provider. As you rest tonight, remember that you are part of something ancient and extraordinary. You descend through the atmosphere, back through the clouds, back to your launch site. Your rocket lands with a soft sigh, like a whisper. You step out and take one last look at the stars. As you settle in your bed, just like the astronauts in their quiet cabin, you feel safe. You've seen the universe. You've floated among stars. And now you're home. Let your breathing slow. Feel your body sink into softness. Let each star you saw become a dream. Drift away now. You're safe. You're at peace. Good night, traveler. Sleep well until your next journey.